we do two forms of debate. What you're going to see tonight is called parliamentary debate. It is a debate. It's not the kind of debate where you have one topic all year long like they do in some of the high school circuits. You get your topic actually in the round at the tournament. So typically they will get 3 resolutions that they have to debate. You're debating 2 on 2. So Megan and Anna are partners. They're from Parker, let's say. And David and Zachary are from College DuPage. Oakton, whatever. So they'd get to the round, the judge would give them a little card with 3 resolutions. One team would strike one that they don't want to debate, then the other team would strike a second one that they don't want to debate, and they end up debating the third one. And then they have 15 minutes to prepare their case. They are not allowed to use anything except their brains. They cannot go in the hall and talk to their coach. They could use each other and their brains. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with some resolutions here. They're going to write down, they're going to pick. And then while Mason performs a speech to entertain, and while you take your 5-minute break, that's going to be the 15 minutes where they're preparing a debate. Now these debates are usually 40 minutes.
It could be an hour.
They don't even know. None of us know how long they are. When you add up all the times when each of them talks, I think it's 42 minutes, right? Yeah. We're going to do a half debate for you. So we're going to cut all the times in half, and someone down in the audience over here, Mason maybe, right, afterwards, we'll give some time signals so they don't go over it. So it should be about a 20 to 22 minute debate once they get up here, instead of, we're not going to do a whole 41 for you. So we need some resolutions. They might be, and they're parliamentary in nature. So this House would legalize marijuana. So I'm taking them from you guys. What do we got? Anybody?
Do that.
Craig.
The United States will abolish daylight saving time.
This House should abolish daylight savings time. We do it the House. They get to define what the House is. So that's a good one. Should abolish daylight savings time.
This House would ban homework.
This House would ban homework.
This House prefers Nickelodeon to Cartoon Network.
Oh, geez. This House prefers Nickelodeon, the Cartoon Network. We're going to do 5, so 2 more.
This House prefers Mickey Mouse over Donald Duck.
This House prefers Mickey Mouse over Donald Duck. We got a lot of pop culture, any political-oriented topics?
This House knows that chocolate is better than vanilla.
This House knows that chocolate is better than vanilla. And what's interesting, you never know what they're going to define house as, what they're going to define chocolate as, what they're going to define vanilla as, so we don't know what they're going to come up with. We're going to let Anna and Megan very quickly strike one. Chocolate. And the boys get to strike one.
As much as I hate to say it, I'm going to strike the homework one.
Debaters love homework.
We're going to strike the abolish daylight savings. Sorry.
And that leaves us with 2.
We're going to strike Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. So the resolution we're debating is this House prefers Nickelodeon to Cartoon Network.
Now we have to decide who's going to be the affirmative and who's going to be the negative. Usually we flip a coin. Girls, there's a number behind the back. Is it 1 or 2? It is a 2. You guys like to be affirmative or negative?
The affirmative.
They're going to be the affirmative. So they're going to go off to the side. They got about 15 minutes to prepare their speech, and then they'll come out and run this little debate for you. So while they're going off stage to go prepare back through there, we're going to bring up Mason in just a second. He's doing a traditional public speech. It's called a speech to entertain. It's a persuasive speech in nature, but it uses humor to exemplify its points and kind of keep attention. Now, between state and regionals, we went on this big retreat. We made a ton of changes to Mason's speech. So this is the first time some of his jokes are being said in front of anyone but us. So if you guys could really, you find something that tickles you, let him know. Charlie here's taping, so we're gonna actually analyze the audience reaction afterwards. So you're helping us with our little experiment. So this is Mason Hoppy with the speech twin.
So I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad we only have 18 more months left with that Barack Hussein Obama. That guy twists my panties. What kind of American is he? Oh, he's not. He's a Muslim. He admitted it on the Fox News. He was born in Kenya. He's hiding his birth certificate. And he hates white people. I saw that on Facebook. My Uncle Leroy says that he caused global warming. He killed the electric car, canceled Firefly, masterminded 9/11, and shot Tupac, JFK, and Abraham Lincoln. I don't even want to talk about unemployment. Ugh. Thanks, Obama. Okay, so not all of those are true. Okay, none of them are true. But he shot Tupac. That's real. You see, we all know the truth, but these lies spread like zombies. Zombie lies have been killed, proven false, but somehow they continue to spread. Facebook, Fox News, and Uncle Leroy continue to spread these lies, and it's time we put them back in the grave for good. But the lies, not Uncle Leroy. He's cool. Now, to be fair, it's no one's fault. We're all susceptible to these zombie lies. Scientific American on September 18th of 2014 explains that we fall for these lies regardless of age, gender, race, income, education, or occupation. And because the lies are everywhere, in politics, media, education, and the news, they keep us uninformed and endanger the lives of everyone in Zombieland. Except for Bill Murray. He's unstoppable. So, in the words of my Uncle Leroy, first, we'll load our shotguns and look at what these zombie lies are. Next, take aim at how they come to be, and finally, blast away these withering walkers way back to wherever they woke up from. To understand what these zombies' lies are, we have to figure out their definition and how they affect us. First used in 2010, the term zombie lie comes from the idea that these lies are killed over and over and over again, but you just can't kill them for good. Bill Maher, in his July 11th, 2014 talk show, brings this idea to the public eye when he talks about some of the more resilient zombie lies. Stuff like Obamacare is a job killer, or that voter fraud is a rampant issue, or you kill zombies by shooting their heart. No, that's vampires. You kill zombies by shooting their zomballs. There's also a lot of examples of zombie lies that demonstrate how they affect us. Jenny McCarthy famously defends the idea that vaccines cause autism. We know this isn't true. The original study by Andrew Wakefield was retracted years ago, along with his medical license, driver's license, and library card. Somehow, the lies carry on. For no other reason than Jenny McCarthy is a public figure with big opinions. And for some reason, that gives her some sort of... What are we talking about? Influence. It's an appeal to authority without any sort of authority. Similarly, MSNBC in June of 2014 explains that many politicians insisted that voter fraud was a rampant issue, a lie supported by zero evidence, but somehow the lie carries on because politicians are trying to push their own agenda. And you know, politicians lying is a surprise to one in every no one. So now that we understand what these zombie lies are, we have to figure out where they came from in the first place. First, we love telling stories. Next, we're really forgetful. And finally, we just keep telling the lies. First, we love telling stories. It's so much, we love telling stories. Who cares if we bend the truth a little bit? That's what makes it more fun. I do it on Tinder. In fact, the great thinker, /hero, /blogger, Barney Stinson says, a lie is just a great story that someone ruined with the truth. Just like my first date on Tinder. I said I looked like Captain America. I didn't say post-serum. And Jonathan Gottschall says that's the issue. In his book, The Storytelling Animal, he explains that human beings are natural storytellers. We can't help it. We turn things that are actually kind of boring into these huge, grandiose tales. That's the only reason World War Z made any money at all. Next, these zombie lies spread like a virus because of something called source amnesia. Basically, we don't remember when, where, why, or how we learn things. I'm surprised I know anything at all. The New York Times on December 12th, 2014 probably said that this happens because as we remember things in our brain, we forget the context surrounding them. Little stuff, like you don't remember when you first learned the capital of Ohio. Or my girlfriend doesn't remember why I'm awesome and that she doesn't want to leave me for Todd because he's in pre-med. Pre-med doesn't mean anything, Mary! But we forget the context. Even if someone tells you, don't break up with Mason, all you remember is, break up with Mason. Finally, humans crave conflict like zombies crave craniums. John Oliver, in his May 11th, 2014 episode of Last Week Tonight, explains this phenomenon in terms of global warming. Despite 97% of scientists insisting that humans impact climate change, on TV, it's not 97-3. They make it 50-50, one person for and one person against. It kind of makes it like a false dichotomy. No, it is a false dichotomy. And if you don't agree with me, then you're wrong. This false representation gives that 3% of people who are wrong a chance to carry on the lie. In this way, the lie carries on and it confuses the matter entirely. So, now that we understand where zombie lies come from, we have to look at how we can end them entirely. We can't just keep hoping for a miracle cure. We gotta start cutting heads off these things. The only way to stop zombie lies forever is to not believe everything you hear. Call out the lies and just stop telling them yourself. First, don't believe everything you hear, except for me right now. With so much information coming at us at once, it's getting harder to tell what is and isn't reliable. So, to remain educated, informed, and sane, British philosopher Alain de Botton says that we should look for fewer facts and more context and explanation. Context like, sometimes the things you're being told are trying to get you to do something. Like, watch CNN, or buy another new iPhone, or donate money to the Tea Party's Teabag America campaign. Oh, don't picture that. Next, we have to work to stop the zombie plague that infects our society forever. And the best way to do that is to call out a zombie lie when you hear it. Don't be, if you hear someone passing along a zombie lie, call them out on it. Don't let them continue and make sure you present them with the facts and evidence. And whatever you do, make sure you correct people politely. Don't get mad or upset because someone doesn't know anything. They've fallen prey to stories, source amnesia, and false dichotomies, just like the rest of us. Finally, even if you can't correct someone else's zombie lie, you have a responsibility as well. If you find out you've been telling a zombie lie, the best thing for you to do is to stop telling the zombie lie. Don't further the problem by spreading misinformation under the cover of, I saw it on BuzzFeed. Obamacare does not have death panels. If counter evidence is provided to you, try and take in the views of other people. Take in the opinions of other people. And instead of just regurgitating credible sources, try and be a credible source yourself. The point is, never give up on the pursuit of the truth. Today we've explored what zombie lies are, how they came to be, and how we can finally put them back in the grave forever. One zombie ambling down the street isn't a big deal. A whole horde is horrifying. When these zombie lies keep popping up, they separate us from the real truth. So we need to become our own advocates and work to question individuals and sources to never give up on the pursuit of the truth. You know, maybe I will sign up for Obamacare. Because when it comes to medical advice, figuring out my financial future, or looking into my education, even the smallest distortion of the truth can affect us, can keep us from doing what's best for ourselves and all of those we love. Thanks. Thanks, Obama.